This is the unit circle. It's called the unit circle because of its dimensions, which are 1 unit. This makes each point on the xy plane where the circle crosses 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 0, 0, negative 1, and the radius of this circle 1. Now we can draw an angle where the initial ray comes from the origin and goes along the x-axis, and the terminal ray, the angled line, comes from the origin and goes any real amount of degrees from the initial. We will call this the angle theta, and it can be positive or negative depending on whether or not it goes counterclockwise or clockwise. Now in this case, theta is positive because it is going counterclockwise. The point where the terminal ray crosses the unit circle is named point P. This has the coordinates a, b. These coordinates are derived from the vertical and horizontal lengths that correspond to the line segment named a and b. These lengths form a natural triangle within the unit circle, which will be shown when we go over the trig functions.
So you can draw any angle from the origin and call it theta. Draw a right triangle with this angle, and you get 3 parts. You get the hypotenuse, and you get A and B. The highlighted pink part is A, or what we would normally call X. The yellow highlighted vertical part is called B, what we would call Y. The hypotenuse equals 1 because the radius of this unit circle is 1. So the sine of theta equals B, or what we would call the Y. Then the cosine of theta equals A, or what we could also call X. And the tangent equals B over A, or Y over X. In geometry, we learned the memorization trick called SOHCAHTOA. We know that S stands for sine, C for cosine, and T for tangent. We draw our triangle that we drew on the unit circle, and we're going to label our A, B, and the hypotenuse, which is 1. O stands for the angle opposite of theta, H stands for the hypotenuse, and A stands for the angle adjacent or next to theta. So let's use SOHCAHTOA to prove the values of sine, cosine, and tangent. So sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, which is B over 1 because the hypotenuse is 1, and B over 1 equals B, and B equals Y. So cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is A, and the hypotenuse is 1, so it's A over 1, which just equals A, and A equals X because it is the horizontal. Tangent equals opposite over adjacent. Opposite is B over A because A is adjacent, and B over A equals Y over X, and that is tangent. So it is important to note that these values are from the standard unit circle, in which the radius equals 1.